Hi everyone, thanks for taking the time to watch today's video. This is the first in our series of EB-5 videos, and today I want to discuss a little bit about the three major differences, at least that I think, between the E-2 visa and the EB-5 visa. Reason I'm doing a video like this is because we get a lot of calls about the E-2, and within those same calls, the individual also asks about the EB-5 visa. There seems to be a little bit of confusion, and I want to clear some of those things up. Again, my name is Dan Nast. I am an immigration attorney with Orlando Visa Lawyer, which is an immigration law firm located in Orlando, Florida that provides services across the entire United States. And today I'm going to discuss three big differences between the E-2 visa and the EB-5 visa. Again, like I said, I get a lot of calls where the caller will ask about the E-2 visa, and then within that same phone call, they'll ask about the EB-5. So there's really many differences between these two visas. They're both investors' visas, but a lot of differences. I'm just talking about three key differences that I wanted to bring to the forefront today. There's many other qualifications, many other things to consider with both of these visas, but these are just three main things, three main differences, three main things to consider between the E-2 and the EB-5 visa. One big thing is the amount. So for an E-2 visa, there's really no set amount. As long as it's substantial enough, as long as they can get the business up and running, that kind of thing. It varies on the type of business, but there's no, in statute, you don't have a set amount for an E-2 visa. The government hasn't set an amount, a required minimum. For the EB-5 visa, there is absolutely a required minimum amount. And as it stands right now, currently as this video is being made, the amount is either $1,050,000 for just a general investment in any area, or $800,000 minimum for an investment in an area of high unemployment or a rural area, something that meets the requirements for the government to determine that the investor only needs to make a minimum investment amount of $800,000. So it's a larger investment, of course, and the amount's rather large. So the investor needs to at least meet currently those amounts to invest in the EB-5 visa. Of course, that's subject to change. Those amounts do change from time to time. In the future, the government's considering adjustments to that number based on inflation and everything. So that is subject to change. Another major difference between the two that does impact the investor and is something the investor needs to consider is the job requirements, right? Job creation requirements. For an E-2 visa, creating jobs is actually absolutely something that should be considered, should be thought of, should be worked into the plan as someone that's going to direct and develop the business, should have employees. However, there's really no set amount, again, of jobs that need to be created. For an EB-5 visa, the investment has to create at least 10 full-time jobs for qualifying employees. That's the minimum. It needs to actually achieve that. So there's differences there between the E-2 and the EB-5 visa. And number three, the biggest, I think another huge thing that needs to be considered between the E-2 and the EB-5 visa, the E-2 visa is a non-immigrant visa. It does not lead to a green card. The EB-5 visa is an immigrant visa that can lead to a green card. So that's a big time benefit for anyone who's able to invest in an EB-5 visa. Again, there's lots of nuances, lots more things to consider for either of these visa types, so be sure to consult an immigration attorney if you're thinking of applying for an E-2 or an EB-5 visa. At Orlando Visa Lawyer, we handle both of these visa types, so be sure to contact us, call us, email us, get a hold of us through WhatsApp. The information is all on the screen. Thanks for taking the time to watch today's video.